Welcome again in Geography Made Easy series of videos on geography. So, in previous lecture, we were discussing about the must acquire skills for geographers, and you know that what are those skills which are now very much important for the geographers in modern time. Today, we'll discuss about themes of geography. So, when we discuss about geography, when we learn about geography, we actually learn about particular things which make the environment of geography. So, whenever you know, everything, every place, every subject, every skill, everything which has different characteristics, which is unique, it has its own environment. Like home has its own environment. If we say a school has its own environment, hospital has its own environment, city has its own environment, and rural life has its own environment. So there are certain things which constitute an identity, and that identity has nomenclature, function, design, everything. So when it comes to geography as a discipline, we have five themes which constitute a geographical perspective. So, what are those five themes? Number one is location. Location is very important and primary concept in the studies of geography. So, whenever we talk about things in a geographical manner, we always discuss its location. Location is a point where something is existing. Exact the point where something is existing. How it can be defined further? You know that uh, Earth is divided into so many lines, which are imaginary lines, which help us to uh, measure the distances, measure the locations, identify the locations. Coordinate system, geographic coordinate system, or global positioning system. It is constituted with lines, vertical lines, and horizontal lines. Horizontal lines are latitudes, longitudes are vertical lines. Longitude and latitude combine to make a graticule. Fine. So these are basic concepts of coordinate system, and these lines tell us where some place, any particular place, is existing, and that point, particular point of that some place, is the location where it exists exactly. So location is of two types: absolute location and relative location. The type of location which I told you, the existing point of the place where something is existing, is the absolute location, and other is relative location. Means a location with the reference of other location, relationship of other location, like a bank near a bookshop, a school or a villa, or a society near riverbank. Fine. A square can be a point of reference. A big building can be a point of reference we can make a relationship with other schools. In a big city, sometimes it is very hard to learn about addresses, because so many of the addresses are complex, and slums and bulging out cities, big buildings, complex roads, street into the street and a street into the street, expanding. So reference points are used in this problem in order to get the solution of that particular risk. If there is a street into a street, a street into a street, a road and a road, and road connecting another road and another road. So big places are used as reference points. Like in Karachi, there are so many things in Sadr, Urdu Bazaar in Sadr, cinemas in Sadr, hotels in Sadr, Zainab Market in Sadr, Atrium Mall in Sadr. So Sadr is basically the actual name of the place as whole, but a reference point also. Now, what we learned: absolute location, the existing location of the place, and relative location, a location with reference to the other location, is the relative location. This is the first theme. Second theme is place. A location cannot be changed, it is constant. However, a place can be changed. Like in old cities, like old buildings of a city, and a city is, that building can be demolished and new building can be created. A park can be created over there. Like you saw how encroachment and anti-encroachment teams did in Sadr. Everything is cleaned up. So the ground is there, but now the look is different. Place is displaced. Parks have been created. Are you getting my point? So place is a variable concept. Now this time, this is the place where I am sitting. This is my home. This can be demolished. A park can be created. A new building can be created. So, but location will be the same. This is all about physical and human characteristics, and these can be changed. Because if there is a mountain, we can destroy a mountain. If there is a river, we can make changes in a river. A route of a river can be changed. A plain land can be converted into an urban land. But location will be same. Like this palm. This palm is empty. Nothing is over there. But if I put something on my mouse on this will be, now I will say that a reference point will be a mouse is on the palm. And if I remove this, palm is still there. Now I put my finger, a finger on the palm. Now the characteristic is changed. Firstly it was mouse, now it is finger. So ground remains there, but we can change characteristics. We can make changes in the landscape. So this is the second concept, second theme, which is place. Third concept is human and environment interaction. Human and environment interaction. Now, place the human and environment characteristics, human and physical characteristics, that is place. But how these things interact with each other in a place? Location, a location, on a location, a place, and in that place we have two different things, human and physical characteristics. Human is also, if we take it as Homo sapien, the modern human, it is also part of nature, but it has ability to mold, make changes, exploit, discriminate nature. Because whole survival of this species is on nature. Humans depend on nature. Humans use living and non-living things for their use. Their houses, their shelters, their services, their all needs are accomplished by using the resources in the physical environment. Firstly, they depend on the environment. Secondly, they modify the environment. And when any change is occurred in the environment, like climate change, they adapt to the environment. Now, there are three concepts in human and environment interaction. Firstly, the humans depend on the environment. Secondly, humans modify the environment. Thirdly, they adapt to the environment. So this is the concept of human and environment interaction. Now, fourth theme is movement. Movement is a life, actually. Life itself is a movement. The best example is a river. It's always fresh when it is moving. Inundated water, stagnant water gets dirtier and gets contaminated. And it destroys life in the end by poisoning things, intoxicated in the end, and it becomes poisonous for the life. But a river, it's always fresh. It gives, it's what we say, it is giving life to the world. Wherever it moves, there's greenery, there's water, there's food, there's civilization. So movement is basically, so same way, movement of human beings. Migration, immigration, transportation. This is all movement of countrymen to the cities, and from smaller cities to bigger cities, city to city, for purposes. People migrate for their particular purposes and due to push and pull factors. So this movement is also basic theme in geography. Now, the last theme is regions. In the study of geography, it is a basic unit. It is defined by the unifying characteristics. Like it can be defined as a dry region, a region where the climatic conditions are dry. A region of black people means a place where the most of the people or the majority of the people is black.